Welcome back to 4029 News on the Record. Natalie James is with us, one of the two Democratic candidates running for the U.S. Senate seat. Currently, incumbent John Boozman has that seat right now. Now, Natalie, thank you once again so much for joining us. Let's talk about these social issues now. What do you believe are the most important social issues affecting the country?
Right now, the most important social issues that are affecting the country, healthcare and living wage, and our voting rights. We are seeing a major attack on our democracy. We are seeing a major attack on our voting rights for all communities. And right now, it just doesn't sit well with anybody. So I think those are the main ones that we need to focus on before we can focus on everything else, which is extremely important. And unfortunately, social turns into actual life, real life right now, in our case, while our democracy and our voting rights are being attacked.
Now, why do you think you would be a better fit than the current incumbent, Senator John Boozman, for the U.S. Senate seat?
Well, I believe in term limits. I believe that he's had 12 years, 2 terms to do everything that he could possibly do for Arkansas. And I feel it could be done a little bit better. It could be a little bit more inclusive and can have everybody there at the actual table that hasn't had an opportunity to be at the table. Arkansas is more than just somebody who's making $500,000 a year, $1 million a year. That's not Arkansas. That's not all of us. It's not including the majority, the meat and bread, the actual people that work on a daily basis. And I feel that we need to have an actual working class to get in there and make changes and have a voice to be able to affect change the way that we all need to be inclusive of everyone. We currently have 6 Republicans, and there's some Democrats here, Libertarians, Green Party, Independent Party, and I'm sure that they would love to have a voice there in Washington and have their issues be heard as well.
Now, why do you think you are the best Democrat to win your party's nomination? The primaries are coming up in just a few months.
Well, I think I'm the best Democrat because I do bring a realistic approach. I came up as a social activist, as a social advocacy for community advocacy. I got up not this summer. I'm getting my years confused with this pandemic, and so that's a big issue as well. But in the last 2 years, I testified numerous times about fighting for our voting rights, just simple rights that we shouldn't have to fight for. It's in the Constitution. American citizens should be able to vote. It's real simple, but it's been turned into something that's turned into this major issue. So I feel that me being in there, having a realistic approach, being an actual mother, being here on the ground, boots on the ground, heels on the ground, a working mom, bringing a different, fresh approach than what we normally see, and being able to say, hey, we have to understand that faith and hope are important, but without love, we can't get much done. So what I would be able to bring to our United States is that tough love, that mom love that's needed to bring us back to where we need to be so that we can be the best nation possible. Because right now the world is watching. We are on stage and we are front and center, and they are looking at every move that we make to determine what their next move is going to be. And I want to make sure that it's a future here for my children. So my big why is my kids, your kids, all of our kids. So it's extremely important to have somebody that can get up there and actually work across both lines, come together, and have everybody to do what's best for America.
What's the best approach to that? Crossing lines, working together with, the other party. How do you make that work while making your party happy?
Well, I'm going to look at it like this. I grew up in a house full of girls, so I was very good at negotiating and getting to an agreeable solution with us in the house. And also, it's what I do on a daily basis, being a realtor. So it's just part of my skill set. But getting us there, back in the 50s and 60s, we had a lot of bipartisanship bills. We worked together on both sides, and bills are coming from both sides together to work for the people. And it's time to get back to those roots. And I know it's some in the GOP that want to continue to do that, that want to help on both sides and actually get to the real focus and not focus on hot topics, not focus on, trigger words, and not focus on those sound bites. It's more than just the sound bites that we're hearing from both sides. It's the sound bites that need to be heard from the actual people. So it's time, and I know there are a few others that feel the same way I do, that are looking for some change and looking for a better America.
All right, Natalie James, thank you so much for joining us from Little Rock today. U.S. candidate for U.S. Senator in 2022. Thanks so much.
Thank you.